57 sacred shards, guys, and boy, do I want Uzol, this beautiful Jade Dwarf over here. I'm coming at you from the Fastidious account. This is Larry Lord Gary's account that I partnered with him on. He's doing the PvE, I'm doing the PvP. Lots of live arena to come, and how cool would it be to have Uzol to use in said live arena? I did a champion breakdown on Uzol as soon as he was announced that I'm really proud of. I will link that for you in the description and the top pin comment. Go check it out. I've got all my thoughts there. But this guy is just amazing. Those initial thoughts, that was before we even knew the multipliers. We know them now. Mamma mia, they are good, and the passive is perfection. The whole kit just sings. I really hope we pick him up so we can use him on this account. Before we hop in, the only thing I want to do, a very brief moment of your time, I just want to speak on how low our chance to get him is. So if I go over here, I've prepared a Google Sheet. This is something I'm working on for a much larger video where I discuss why the non-void progressive rates in Raid suck so much. You can see the title of my sheet, Raid non-void progressive sucks. And you can see here, I've broken down all the math for no rate up, 10x, 15x, 20x, 25x. Even once we reach 25x here on the summons, it's still going to be less than a 10% chance every time when we hit legendary that we will get Uzol. I've done the math here all the way from 30 to 50x, and you'll see our chances still totally blow, but I've got a lot of other math, a lot of other stuff I am preparing. So let me know in the comments if you are looking forward to that video and any suggestions for things you want me to cover in that video. But as it stands now, I've just done a lot of math that I've been preparing, and I will do a lot of comparing and contrasting between void rate ups and non-void rate ups. But the short of the long really is there are currently 243 non-void legendaries in Raid Shadow Legends, and with such a huge number, a 25x just doesn't mean much. And frankly, as you'll see when I make that video, a 50x isn't much. The void legendary pool is far more contained. When you see me here on the Fastidious account with Larry, or when I pull for Moat Cart, for example, a lot of times we do hit the void legendary. A 25x on a void legendary is just really powerful. The pool is very limited. This is the opposite. Now that we got that out of the way, hope you guys are looking forward to that video. Let's do some summons now. Let's get this Jade. Let's get this beautiful Jade bastard. He is a top 10 coolest, most amazing looking champ in the game for me. But you know I've got a soft spot for the dwarves. Anyway, 57 sacred shards. Let's go, baby. Nothing left to do except for bull. I can't speak. Mamma mia, pizzeria. There is a Dur the Hungerer. Dur. Get the heck off my screen. Come on now. There's a Corpse Collector. No, a Hexia. I'm getting close to memorizing all the units now, but obviously I've only been back for 3.5 months. It's a learning curve. There's Fanax, obviously. Shout out to Nubraids. Go check out his channel. I would assume if you watch me, there's a pretty good chance you already watched Nubraids. There's a Juliana. Gross. It's good legendary or bust on this account. There's one. Come on. Martyr, baby. I don't know what that is for our Martyr, but obviously we'll take that. I just saw we picked up 30,000 points in the CVC. Does that mean she was new? Oh my God. An account that has almost everything. We just snagged a brand spanking new Martyr. Larry's going to be pumped, man. I'm pumped. That is pretty freaking sweet. That'll help him on his PvE journey. He's already beaten basically the whole game, but as he conquers it harder, Martyr will play a role. Martyr will let him conquer harder. And we hit pretty early, only 5 summons. So if the raids stay kind of hot, maybe we got a chance here. We're up to a 20x. Cheeky little 20x, which means we are now up to a 7.6% chance once we hit a legendary that it will be Uzol of the Jade. Keeping with the epics. Ooh, hate him. Pitiless one. Gross. Not a fan at all. Not what we're looking for, baby. But yeah, if you don't know how I had a feeling she was new, obviously Raid is annoying and they don't do any kind of flash alert or notification that you pulled something new. Seems like an easy thing. Feel like they should do it. I actually covered that in a video with Bront Catherder on his channel the other day, so go watch that. You see the tournament points there. It's 1,000 for an epic, and it's a lot more points if something's new, right? So who is this? Wow, this is Carlinia. See, I still don't know all of them. Carlinia, the candelabra thing on her head, the little menorah on her head. L'chaim to you, Carlinia. But yeah, you get more points if it's new. That's what I mean, a long-winded way to say that. So you can see all these epics, they're all dupes because they're all 1,000. If and when we hit a dupe legendary, we'll know how many points that is because I don't want to go check the CVC breakdown. Mass Fearmonger, gross. Really, really bad, actually. But yeah, that 30,000, clearly we were getting that bonus for a new non-void legendary. I think for a void, it's 35K. I think so. But yeah, we cooled off here. We hit a quick legendary, only 5 pulls, but obviously it's not a 2x, so we can only hope for so much. Horden. A lot of you probably know this. A lot of you probably don't. Back in my day, 2019, when I started playing Raid Shadow Legends, they used to sell this guy for $50 in the shop, in the pay-to-win shop. What do you think about that? Horden for $50. There's Neldor. He'd be closer to worth your $50 nowadays. Nowadays. Not yesterday's, nowadays. There's Morag, my queen. I love Morag. Morag, call the whole thing off. I love her. She's amazing. Who we got here? Another Juliana, secret Juliana raid up, and we are 17 deep with only 1 legendary to show for it. We are 12 in since our last one, right? We hit in 5. We'd like to hit soon, and oh, there's my girl. She's a work of art, honey, Signy. Built like a dump truck. All right. But yeah, we want to hit soon, get that up to a 25x if we're going to miss again. There is Yolfrig, who at one point when I was cleaning out this account for Larry, he had like, I don't know how many Yolfrig he had. I want to say 15, 20, 30, some ungodly number. And he's one of the 3 epics I'm still missing for Lady Mikage. So, and I hate him. I hate Yolfrig. Yolfrig. I hate saying these crazy elf names too. Sepulchre Sentinel, that I like saying, and she's really good. And she is caked up to what we in the business call the high heavens. Let's go now. We've got Lady Atessa. She looks like she should be in like Soul Calibur. We are now, this is our 17th pull. There we go, we hit it. And that is a different gem-laden, gem-riddled, glowing dwarf. This is Beauregard the Elder. So this is not Uzol of the Jade. I didn't see the pop-up there on the points. I guess we can quickly check and see if he's new. Beauregard. Man, it was kind of looking like Uzol for a second, wasn't it? That, of course, is a dupe. Too bad I missed the points. I'll pay better attention on the next one. Beauregard, what do you do for us, Beauregard? We got the increased res. I thought that. Fortune cooldown's a kind of a big bummer, don't you think, for a legendary? Increased res, increased speed, really, really nice. But Fortune cooldown, I don't know. Removes 1 random debuff from all allies, then places a shield equal to 20% of his max HP. Max HP is pretty solid, but I don't know. 50% chance of placing a 60% big version increased defense for 1 turn on the allies with the lowest HP. This is like the same. Is this exactly the same A1 except worse than Tagoar? 100% of it's critical, but 1 turn. What's his passive? Allies receive 10% less damage from champions whose res is lower than them. So that plays in very nicely with both his A3 and this resist all battles aura. Let's quickly hop to the aura because I want to check. You guys know Tagoar is one of my kings. He also comes with my download link. So if you're not yet playing Raid or you want to start over or you want a new second account, use my link in the description. You get Elenarl, then Tagoar, then Tayrel, Fayne. This link is amazing. You get all those guys almost immediately. Really, really good. Let's check out that A1. Yeah, I'm right. There's no condition here. It's a double hitter. Still goes on the ally with the lowest current HP, and it's a 2-turn increased defense. So here's an epic with an A1 that is strictly superior to a legendary, Beauregard. All right, enough about Beauregard, all about Uzol, baby. We got 35 left. We should be very comfortably good to hit for 2 more. Would be great to hit for 3. We have that 9.4% chance. So if you want to know, let's say we hit 3 more, what are the chances we're actually going to get it? Well, to figure that out, we can simply do equals 1 minus, parentheses, 1 minus the rate. Then raise that to the 3rd as if it happened 3 times. And you can see, even if we hit 3 more legendaries now that we have achieved the 25x, it is still 25% chance, a 1 in 4 chance. So that's kind of rough, I would say, 25.5% chance. Well, let's get lucky, baby. 1 in 4 could be worse. And that's also assuming we hit 3. We could get lucky. We could get unlucky and only hit 2. This guy's kind of good, Hoskarol. He was an epic fusion, not an epic part of a fusion. He was actually just an epic fusion. I like what's going on here. He's got the increased res, baby version, but increased defense, really, really good. Removes the stun. It's interesting. But then this AoE stun, I like it. It's cool. decreased turn meter. There's some cool stuff going on here with Hoskirl. I wouldn't call him like top tier epic, but for a lot of accounts, for my main account, he'd be amazing. Come on, baby! All right, Lord Champfort. Lord Champfort. Lord Champfort. That's all I'm going to say. Lord Champfort, I'm pretty sure, is the boss from Chapter 1. Caracock's Castle or whatever. I think he's the boss. Double? Back to back? No. This is a fun guy, though. Atchok, he's got the HP burn. He's got the freeze. I also got to say, we hit 3 and 25 on a non-2X. Can't really complain about that. We should be in a pretty good shape to hit twice more, unless we're very, very unlikely. It's unlikely we'd be that unlucky. Trumbor, cool. Cool. Keep it moving. Who do we got here? Bushy. You never know if it's Bushy or Missionary. I think Missionary's red, Bushy's green. Bushy is all natural. That's what you got to know about him. Another epic. Aaron Yes. Nizana. Okay, that's more of a yes. I like to refer to Aaron Yes as an Aaron No. Unless you need her for rosin or something. Here we got my girl Sachi. I maxed out a Sachi back in the day on like the free-to-play I played for the longest amount of time. It's very hard to come by resurrection, like revive abilities in the Shadowkin, and she can do it. She can do it. She gets a revive if she picks up a kill. Pretty cool. And also an AoE fear. I like this A2 over here, Heart Pierce, right? We got the decreased crit rate and the leech. It doesn't seem that powerful, but it hits pretty hard. And actually, though she's a huge reader, this goes down to a 2-turn cooldown. So you can really spam that thing. Then she's got the turn meter boost and the increased attack on the A3. And I think she's got, I know it's an AoE on the A1. I think it's a decreased accuracy, just like Mr. Geomancer. There's a Aothar, Yothar, Aothar. These names, dude. They should add pronunciation like tools. Like, you know, when you're on Google Translate and there's like the little whatever speaker icon and it will say it out loud for you. I would love that. To have it in these games with these really far out names. I don't want to make a fool of myself, but I know I'm getting these wrong. There is Fenax. I also should say Alika's freaking amazing. No, she's not. I'm thinking of Sakara. Am I? Who's the amazing? No, I'm thinking of Alika. Alika's the amazing. Alika's the one with the throw it on cooldown, hit like a truck. I'm right. Okay, Sakara's the support. Looks identical to Alika, who is the queen. Wherever she is. There you go, Alika. Really crazy. Hits really hard. 100% chance to put all enemy skills on cooldown by 2 turns. So, you know, not to the level of Alice or certainly a Fabian, but this thing slaps. It really does, and that's a really good ability. Ignoring defense. I mean, she's a little queen. She is awesome. So I was right. I should go with my gut more often. I think that's the moral of that story. I was correct. It is Alika. That's the star, not Sakara. They have that sisterly bond skill. Come on, baby. Helior. Helior was free at one point. Free. It was like summon X number of sacred shards and you get Helior. I'm thinking like 2022 maybe, 2021. He looks kind of cool. I don't know. No, get away from us. I keep not looking at the point total too. I keep missing on that. That guarantees us just about, unless we have the worst luck ever, that we will hit again. So we will hit those 3. So effectively we'll guarantee that 1 in 4 shot I discussed with you guys when we did our little math session. Here we got Pestilus. He sucks. Definitely sucks. I think he has increased accuracy, and he was one of the first units in the whole game to get it. It was like him, Yoshi, oh my God, I'm forgetting his name. The rare Void Dwarf. Here's Delaja. I actually really like Delaja's kit. Of all the Mikage fusion epics, which Delaja is one, this is a kit I can really get behind. What's that guy's name? Something Heart? You guys know what I'm talking about. That little Void rare dwarf. You know what I'm talking about. There's Aina. Who am I thinking of? This is a speedster. Ilsenia, kind of cool actually. Another Mikage fusion epic that has a really, really nice kit. Because the reason I highlight. Oh, there we go. Please. Dwarf. No. Oh my God. Matriarch Zarguna. This is a chick out here looking like a dog. Not to be rude, but that's a dog face. That's definitely a dog face. I don't know this character, so give me 10 seconds. Double hitter, heals the champ. Each hit has a 25% chance, goes up to 40 of placing a provoke. Pretty nice provoke A1. Decreased duration of all allied debuffs by 1 turn, so like a baby cleansing effect. 15% continuous heal buff on all allies, places a taunt and an unkillable on her, so they're all gonna, it's effectively provoking them, right? Then we got an A3, AoE, places a shield on all allies, 25% of her HP, which I'm assuming is pretty high, HP-based legendary. Whenever a shield buff placed by her expires or is removed, heals that ally by 15% of their max HP. If it was her max HP, we'd be cooking. Also, big version Strengthen. It's pretty good. What's the passive? Allies under shield receive 10% less damage. This is exactly a pretty good legendary. This is a 5.4 out of 10 legendary. All battles, 30% all battles. All right, 16. We got a shot to hit one more. We do. Let's see. Is my calculation still prepared? There's Grunch. Let's actually just, go here. And now I can just make this go to the 4th. And yeah, now it's basically a 1 in 3 shot if we can hit one more. Once you hit the 25 there. To get if you got 4 shots after. So are we going to stay unlucky? I mean, we'd have to just be lucky to get it. That's kind of unbelievable, right? That we'd have to be lucky if we pull 6 or 7 legendaries. We'd still have to be lucky to hit. Sinesha. Sinesha's got a cool kit. Nice AoE A1. This is Infernal Baroness. Speaking of AoE A1. 13 more. Are we going to hit again? What do you guys think? I hope. Show me my Dwarf of the Jade. Flesh Terror. Okay. Mamma mia. Romero. Okay. Romero got a buff back in the day. That made him better. Spider, kind of cool with Spider. Spider is one of the only units in the game as an epic, and maybe the only non-void in the game. Actually, I'm trying to think if there's any. Is he the only epic in the game with decreased defense and weaken on the same ability? Obviously, it's a small version weaken. Obviously, the chances are not 100%. But is he the only epic in the game that can do that? He might be. He might be. No one else is coming to mind right now to have it on the same ability, AoE. We got Grimskin. This is the Grimskin Man-Eater Shatterbones reskin. Should be studied. That level of lays should be studied. 1,000 points for Allure. I got to remember to look at the points for the legendary if and when it comes. I just get excited when I see the legendary. There's Tagoar. There's my little king. Get him for free with my link in the description, top pin comment. Come on, can we hit one more, please? Here's this beautiful bastard, Lorne the Cutter. He was wearing gauges and he took them out. That's a basic looking epic. This guy was fusion fodder back in the day. Wow, Gerhard, you are out here looking like an uncommon. Let's not beat around the bush. Him and Yolfrig can hang out together. Wow, it's a home stretch. We might not get it. Vrask. Here's a take. Vrask and Warlord are obviously reskins. I think Vrask looks cooler than Warlord. I think this non-void epic looks better than the void legendary. Wow, there's our thick girl, Signy. 3 more. We might not hit again. Come on. There is Luria. So I believe we hit 5 total. Oh, they make it 6. Kandrafon, there's 30,000, so I think that means he's new. Kandrafon, good for some ghost second teams. I don't know where he stands in arena meta nowadays. There's no way he's top meta. I would think he's probably still pretty relevant. He used to absolutely suck, and he got a huge buff. The guy kind of slaps. A lot of cool stuff in the kit. Revving up his damage in a pretty big way with Veil. Kandrafon coming in as our 4th after we reach the 25x, so that 2/3 chance to not get Uzol happened, and that's not counting, including our chances on the 15x and the 20x. So yeah, in the end there, I believe we pulled 6. Can we get back-to-back to finish off? Is this Dwarf of the Jade? It is not. That is going to be Bergoth the Malformed, and that's going to be our little sesh, guys. It's kind of unbelievable. It's kind of unbelievable the way that works. So let's see. Get a legendary. Yeah, get a legendary is 10,000 points, but if it's new, it's 30,000. That's the little bonus you get. So yeah, we picked up a couple new ones, right? That confirms that Kandrafon absolutely was new. There he is. Lovely. Did we get anyone else new? Do I say Bannerlords? Oh, Helior, was he new? Helior and Lord Champfort were new. Okay. I mean, it was a day in the office. I think this really speaks to the need for me to make this video and go a much deeper dive because I think it's remarkable. that I'm not even a little surprised, right? Should we do the full math? I think yes. So if you just want to know, right, this was to get 4, and then we hit 2 before. So the change to the calculation we need to make, we've got our 1 minus the 25x rate to the 4th, and then subtracting that from 100%. That's our chance that we're actually going to do it. Let's just add in. We can just multiply in the other chances. All right, took me a moment, so I didn't want to do it on camera, but this is the math. So it's 1 minus, and then it's 1 minus the chance of all those things happening. So for anyone who cares, it is 1 minus, and then the chance for something not to happen. So the chance for us not to hit when it's a 9.4% chance is 1 minus 9.4. So that happened 4 times. That's why it's 1 minus 0.094 to the 4th. And then the other two things, there was the singular time when it was at 15x, so that's 1 minus 5.8%. And then one time when it was at 20x, so that's 1 minus 7.6%. You can see we can put that all together. And even though we hit 6 legendaries, we had less than a coin flip, right? That's what ended up happening. We had a 41.4% chance if we go to the nearest 10th of a percentage point. So there you have it. This was our chance just once we reached 25x. With what just happened, this was our chance once, including everything we did, all 6 legendaries. And yeah, like I said, you can't even be surprised, right? That's how bad the progressive rate up is for non-voids. So tough pill to swallow. I really, really wanted to get the dwarf. We swung, we missed. Huge thank you to Larry as always. Thank you to you guys for watching. Thank you to your mothers for watching, because I know you guys will share it with her. I've been Fastidious. I'll see you real soon. Goodbye.
Fastidious.